Scott Bromley, and I hate Final Fantasy. None of the characters, except for those fucking little chocobos, have continued throughout the entire series. F that, turn-based battle. I don't know if anyone in Japan has been in a fight before, but if you're gonna fight a giant scorpion with metal blades for hands that shoots laser beams out of his butt, you're telling me that thing is gonna sit around and wait for you to figure out if you wanna throw a magic spell at it? And here's what else I hate about Final Fantasy. Reading. Do you know how many words are in a Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy. Now, I don't deny that Final Fantasy has beautiful cutscenes, but you know what? If I wanted to sit down and watch a 90-minute beautifully rendered cutscene, I'd go watch Toy Story. Let's take a minute and talk about these characters in these Final Fantasy games, all right? I can't tell if they're guys or girls. They're all hot, they all have really pretty eyes, they all have really nice hairdos, some of them are dudes. What? When I play a video game with a guy character, I want to know that that guy character is going to go to a bar and have a beer with me. Sam Fisher's going to have a beer. You bring Cloud Strife into a bar, he's going to have a cocktail. Bing! Pinky up! Now, if I have one more person come up to me and tell me that the end of Final Fantasy VII made him cry, I want you to come over to my house so I can kick you in the balls because you're a baby. You know what the only good thing to come out of Final Fantasy is? Cosplay. It's the only time these shut-in girls who are normally 5 and 6s go to a comic book convention and turn into a 9 or 10. Holy shit! Now, I will never play another Final Fantasy game unless a hot girl comes over to my house. But you know what? If there's a hot girl at my house, the one thing we aren't going to be doing, playing Final Fantasy. You know what we are going to be playing? Touching You want to end terrorism? Take that plane, fill it with Final Fantasy games, and drop it over Afghanistan, because that sucks. Final Fantasy. It. Now, I know a lot of you little nerds out there are gonna get upset with what I just said, so I want you to email me at this email address right here, and I will get back to each and every one of you personally. Email me, nerds. You nuts. Final Fantasy still sucks, nerds.